Toyota still sits on the reliability throne, or so most people think. Yet 4 rival automakers have quietly sharpened their weapons, and the last one breaks every rule about what a dependable car looks like. If you've ever sworn, "I only buy Toyotas," buckle up. Today's list just might rewrite your rulebook. Intro, say indestructible car, and someone will inevitably shout, Toyota. For decades, the brand's unkillable engines, sky-high resale values, and global part supply have given owners the confidence to drive into remote deserts, or just the grind of a 90-minute commute without a second thought. But data never sleeps. Over the last 5 years, exhaustive studies by Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, the IIHS, and a mountain of real-world maintenance logs reveal 4 brands that now match, sometimes outperform Toyota in long-term durability, day-to-day running costs, and sheer owner happiness. In this video, we'll count down from number 4 to an unexpected champion, digging into why each contender is winning the reliability arms race. You'll hear about blizzard-proof drivetrains, elegantly simple engines, luxury cabins that refuse to rattle after 200,000 miles, and drivetrain layouts with almost no moving parts at all. Grab a coffee, hit that like button, and subscribe if you appreciate deep dive car content. Then let's dive in. Number 4, Subaru. Trust me, I've done this blizzard before. Imagine waking up to find a fresh half-foot of snow blanketing your driveway, the kind of powder that swallows road markings and turns intersections into impromptu skating rinks. You might reach for an SUV with fancy traction settings, but a 2-decade-old Subaru Outback will often do the job better. Every mainstream model, Impreza, Crosstrek, Forester, Outback, leaves the factory with symmetrical all-wheel drive, a layout that places heavy components in a perfectly straight line fore to aft. Couple that with a low, flat boxer engine, and you get gravity working in your favor. Less body roll, more tire bite, and a confident stance that makes dicey commutes feel almost routine. Safety analysts have noticed. Since 2013, Subaru has earned 71 IIHS top safety pick plus trophies, more than Ford, Chevrolet, Honda, or Toyota in that span. The numbers behind the trophies are even more impressive. EyeSight, the brand's stereo camera driver assist system, has cut rear-end collisions with injuries by 85%, according to internal insurance data. Mechanics back up the hype. Boxer engines distribute heat so evenly that cylinder head gaskets survive brutal temperature swings, while CVT fluid changes every 60,000 miles cost far less than most people assume. Annual upkeep lands around $620, only a few oil changes more than a Corolla. Head west to Colorado's 70 corridor, and you'll see high-mileage Outbacks still hauling skiers after 400,000 miles. Talk to fleet operators in Alaska, and they'll tell you the same story. A Subaru that's rust-proofed and maintained on schedule is about as close to a mechanical St. Bernard as you can buy. If your life involves ice storms, muddy camping trails, or mountain passes where guardrails are more suggestion than fact, Subaru earns its place on this list. Number 3, Mazda. Zoom, zoom without the boom. Mazda's logo once adorned Wankel rotaries that howled at 9,000 RPM, but modern Mazda has matured into a masterclass of minimalist engineering. The company's Sky Active technology revolves around high compression, naturally aspirated engines, no turbos, no super complex hybrid systems, just precise fuel injection, smart exhaust scavenging, and clever combustion chamber shapes. The result is diesel-like torque on regular 87-octane fuel and MPG figures that flirt with dedicated hybrids. Consumer Reports now ranks Mazda as the most reliable mainstream brand 2 years running, handing it an 83 out of 100, 9 points higher than Toyota. Part of that edge comes from fewer things to break. No small turbos spinning at 150,000 RPM. No electric superchargers. No CVTs. Even the cylinder deactivation system used on larger engines is designed to fail safe. If a solenoid sticks, the engine simply reverts to 4-cylinder mode with no drivability drama. Owners report typical yearly repair bills of about $460, and a growing body of DIYers swear the engines will do 250,000 miles on factory bearings if you change the oil and keep the cooling system clean. Inside, Mazda punches so far above its weight that first-time passengers often guess they're riding in a near-luxury badge. Stitched leather wraps dashes and door cards, acoustic glass hushes whine noise, and controls feel milled rather than molded. Meanwhile, G-Vectoring Control Plus, a software trick invisible to the driver, subtly shifts weight onto the front wheels during corner entry, delivering steering feel that automotive journalists compare to Porsche's Cayman. Enthusiasts love the zing, accountants love the longevity. If your dream garage demands both weekend smiles and weekday common sense, Mazda delivers the sweetest compromise on 4 wheels. Number 2. Lexus, luxury that out-Toyota's Toyota. 35 years ago, Toyota wanted to prove it could out-German the Germans on engineering discipline, so its engineers spent 4 years tearing down Mercedes S-Class cars, measuring door hinge friction, and even replicating the sound a bank vault makes when it closes. The result was the Lexus LS400, and it flipped the luxury world upside down. Fast forward to 2025, and Lexus still treats reliability like a sacred oath. In J.D. Power's latest vehicle dependability study, Lexus recorded just 135 problems per 100 vehicles, trouncing every other luxury brand and edging past Toyota itself. The secret is Toyota DNA baked with even stricter tolerances. Forged connecting rods in V6 engines, nickel metal hydride batteries designed for taxi duty, and paint processes that lay down thicker, clear coat than mainstream siblings. Those details pay owners back at trade-in time. Kelley Blue Book shows that a 3-year-old RX 350 retains roughly 65% of its original value, which beats most compact SUVs from Volkswagen and Ford by a full 30 points. The ownership experience feels more spa day than service appointment. Pull up for a 6-month oil change and a concierge greets you with pastries and an iPad. A loaner, often an NX or IS loaded with options, awaits while technicians handle your car in a spotless bay that looks like a hospital ward for robots. Average annual maintenance, at roughly $550, costs a bit more than a Camry but radically less than a BMW 5 Series or Mercedes E-Class. Throw in cabins designed to survive a decade of seat heaters and cooled seat fans without rattles, and Lexus becomes the no-brainer choice for anyone who wants stress-free luxury that genuinely lasts. Number 1. Tesla, the unlikely reliability disruptor. When Tesla first released the Model S, panel gaps you could slide a postcard through and center screens that occasionally froze mid-navigation gave critics easy ammo. Yet the company quietly changed the reliability conversation by eliminating the very components that turn aging gas cars into money pits. Tesla drivetrain has fewer moving parts than a mountain bike. There's no engine oil to acidify, no serpentine belt to crack, no alternator bearings, no exhaust system vibrating itself loose under the chassis. That minimalist mechanical footprint is why fleets of Model 3s operating as taxis in New York are hitting 400,000 miles with only 2 major services: a battery coolant flush and new lower control arm bushings. Software acts as Tesla's built-in recall department. Over-the-air updates have retroactively shortened braking distances, raised towing limits, and patched vulnerabilities, all without asking owners to book a dealer visit. Range degradation, once the bogeyman of EV critics, is proving modest. A California-based Model S, documented by the Tesla High Mileage Club, crossed 300,000 miles with 12% battery loss, still offering 230 miles on a full charge. With home charging rates hovering around 14 cents per kilowatt hour in many states, drivers spend 3 to 5 cents per mile on energy, about a third of what a Prius owner shells out at the pump. Service logistics are becoming as frictionless as the cars themselves. Book an appointment in the mobile app, and a Tesla Ranger often shows up at your driveway, tools in hand, to swap a cabin filter or replace a door handle, all while you sip coffee inside. If the job requires a lift, the same app offers real-time parts tracking and unlocks a loaner with your phone. Despite lingering fit and finish gripes, owner loyalty surveys show 72% of Tesla drivers would buy the brand again without hesitation, and the Model Y's reign as the world's best-selling vehicle in 2023 and 2024 suggests the buying public agrees. For anyone willing to trade the oil change paradigm for permanent torque and software updates, Tesla now represents reliability reimagined. Whether you're a die-hard Toyota loyalist, a Subaru snow warrior, a Mazda backroad addict, a Lexus luxury lifer, or a Tesla tech evangelist, the data is clear. The reliability landscape is shifting. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have these contenders earned a spot in your driveway, or does Toyota still rule your garage? And if you want any vehicle, gas, hybrid, or electric, to breeze past 200,000 miles, tap our next video packed with pro maintenance hacks dealers would rather you never learn. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll see you on the road to a long-lasting ride.